Did you know that what you focus on is what you're going to attract in life, even though you don't want to? If you focus on positive things, they will multiply. If you focus on negative things, they will multiply. I don't know about you, but I'm trying my best to focus on more positive things and ignore 3D reality. I was thinking about this as I was on my walk, and I don't want to be somebody who just, you think about buying a red car, okay? Let's say a red Mazda. And, then you'll drive down the road, you go out somewhere, and every single place that you'll look, you'll see a red Mazda. And then you're thinking, like, is this such a popular car? But it's because that's what your brain will focus on. And it's like, do you want to be focusing on all the negative in your life or focusing on what's good? Because either way, you're going to produce more red cars. What kind of red car do you want to produce? I tell this to my mom all the time because she talks a lot about, the negativity of the world, and this one is getting crazy and this is happening to the world, and this family member is sick and this one is dying and this one and this one and this one and this one. And I'm like, Mom, I can't hear this. I can't hear this anymore because now you're going to make me depressed. You need to start focusing on the positive. You have food in your fridge. Do you have a roof over your head? Are you alive and well? Focus on that, And she always is like, yeah, you're right. Like, I think you need to be careful of what your brain is filtering. This is something that I've been trying to implement lately, is I'm being mindful of what I'm surrounding myself with, what kind of like social media I'm consuming, what kind of conversations I'm having, who I'm with. Like, Facebook is a huge one where I find every time I go on there, somebody else has passed away, or somebody's complaining, and I can't be bothered. I don't want negativity in my life. I would rather be ignorant. I don't need that. Kind of like a situation where a lot of people, this one I really I don't get it. A lot of people creep or stalk their ex, or like family members that they don't like, or friends that they don't like, or their ex-best friend, or this one or that one, or just people that you just don't like. For what? I tell myself that I don't do that because I don't want to piss myself off. Because if I find out that they're doing better and amazing and better than me, it hurts me a little bit inside. I'm not gonna lie, it does, right? Like, if somebody has done some cruel things to you, okay, and has treated you bad and blah blah blah, whatever else, like, do you truly want to see them do a million times better than you with all the evil that they have produced? Probably not. I don't even put myself in that position. If I don't like you, deleted, blocked. If you're my ex, I'm never creeping you. I don't care if you have a new girlfriend. I don't care, whatever. Live your life, leave me alone. As far as I'm concerned, you're no longer on my planet. I'm not doing it. My phone was ringing, sorry. I don't put myself in these situations. We have a lot of Facebook groups that are called like Girl Gang and stuff like that, and it's just all the women of my area complaining and whatever. I feel like 95% of it is just negative. I'm probably one of the only people that I know of that I don't go on there. I don't want to listen to all that stuff because then it makes me miserable. If I'm miserable, I can't be my best version to my children. I can't be my best version to my family. I don't watch the news for that reason because I feel like there's never any good news. I don't mess around with politics because I don't feel like that's very positive. I don't engage in this crap. When I walk every single day, I listen to uplifting things that make me feel better because I feel like it's good for my mental health. I'm very sensitive to negative energy. I feel like I really absorb it if I put myself in that situation. That's like the empath in me, really. I find when people are hurting or in pain or they cry, I cry instantly. I can't not. It really takes a lot to hold back because I feel like I don't want to take from their pain and put it, like, make myself the center. You know what I mean? Like, I want to help people while they're in pain and not make it about me. But at the same time, when somebody else hurts, I hurt, you know? I don't really remember where I was going with all of this, honestly. I'm going to focus more on positive things. I'm going to focus on already being the best version of myself, already having all the things that I want, and everything outside of that doesn't matter. I don't care about the everyday mundane things. I don't care if I have no clients for days in a row. Okay, let's turn that to positive. I get to have that time to rest. I still have food in my fridge. I can watch movies. I can be lazy. I'm not going to panic about money because it always comes back. Double, tripled, whatever. I'm not going to go. I just got my nails done and they're beautiful. Every time I go there, like, not to be like that guy that brags and blah, 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 whatever. I just have to use it as an example. But every time I go there, I tip them well, right? Because I appreciate the work that my guy puts into it. And I like the people who own the business. I like their values. I like their morals. You get to know people, right? So they treat me really good. And I tip them well. And every single time they tell me to stop doing that, it's too much. Even if I don't really have the funds to do that, I still do it. Because I no longer like to just sit there and salvage every dime that I have, because that's putting me in like a lack mindset. That's saying, okay, there's not any more coming to me. I have to really like penny pinch. I don't want to live like that because that is so freaking stressful. And as somebody who has grown up with very little and was tortured because of it, you know, my whole childhood, I feel like, you know, and I thought that maybe I should penny pinch and I should do all these things and blah, blah, blah. But like at the same time, I'm not doing that. And I think that I should put that out there and help other people when, you know, they do a service for me and they treat me well. You give me good, I'll give you great, right? It all comes back. I'm going to focus on the positives. I make somebody happy by go above and beyond. And then that makes me feel happy, you know? And I'm very happy with my beautiful nails and my orange hands. Ignore that. But it's funny because people will always like you know, there's always going to be people that judge you and say things and, oh, you know, blah, 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 and your nails are stupid and you look cheap and blah, blah, blah. Just have simple whatever. Every time that I have ever tried to conform to this like clean girl aesthetic, don't get me wrong, I love it. I think it's beautiful. I love this clean vibe. I think it looks amazing on other people. I love like the slick back hair. I love like, you know, the non-colored hair. I love like, you know, the clean non-tattooed look. I love the short nails that are very natural. I love like, you know, the no lash extensions and whatever, and very natural and pretty. I love that look on other people. I've tried it. I don't feel myself. I like being original. I like being different. I've always liked being different. I like to stand out. And maybe that makes me like one of those attention girls. I don't know. I don't do it for attention. I do it for myself because I like to stand out for me. I like to be different, and I like different people. I like very unique things about others. It's very attractive to me, you know, like especially with like well, anybody really, but with men, you know, I like gaps in teeth, and I used to really like different colored eyes, and you know, I like unique features. That's what I really liked about my husband, is he has a very like unique nose. He's Italian, so it's very like Italian, and it's so cute. And he has very dark eyes, and I never dated anybody with dark eyes before him. So I don't know, I like different things, and I like to be different myself. And conforming to, you know, what everybody else wants you to do, if that makes you happy, do it. Do it. I'm gonna do what makes me happy. When I get short nails, I have chubby fingers. I've had chubby fingers my whole life. Even when I was literally like 100 pounds, it just runs in my family. If I do short nails, my hands look even chubbier. I don't love it. I like long nails. It makes my fingers look skinnier. To me, I could be full of it. I don't know. I like, you know, I like to wear black a lot of the time. I like to wear color. I love pink. I love pink so much. There's so much pink even like in my car. I am girly. I'm bougie. Probably trashy to a lot of people. I am covered in tattoos. I have 24-inch hair. I like big lashes. Go big or go home. That's my style. And I don't have to be like everybody else to attract everybody else. You know, this is something that I've learned in like business as well, is that I could do hair and lashes and all the things that I do just like everybody else, so that I can attract, you know, whatever's popular at the time. I'm not gonna. I'll do things what I like. I'll do things that make me happy. I'll put out things that are original to me. I like being different. I find being different makes you more memorable. Like, you know, my aesthetic for my business and stuff is very like pink and black and all that stuff. I could have this beautiful beige, clean aesthetic. Again, I love it. I think it's gorgeous. But I know in my heart that I get very bored of that stuff because it's just not me. I am bold. I am out there. And that's what I like. And that's okay. I dress the way that I want. I do whatever I want. I do what makes me happy. And when I am acting like my authentic self, I magnetize people. Not to be conceited weirdo, but everywhere I go, I think it's because I stand out. People always say such nice things to me. When I was literally at the hair salon, there was an older lady there, and I was before her, so I was finishing up when she came in, and she was very clean vibe. You could tell. She had beautiful clothes on, and she was just like fancy. She looked rich. And here's me sitting there in my Uggs and my yoga pants getting these long nails, and the fear in my head is I've thought about this before over my lifetime, but when I really truly cared what people thought, is I used to think oh, these people are gonna judge me, they're gonna see this girl covered in tattoos and long hair and blah blah blah, and just look at me to be honest, I rarely get that stuff. Either that or I'm oblivious and I don't know. I don't pay attention to it. But this lady, as I was getting up and she was ready to go over to my nail guy, she looks at me as I was paying and stuff, and she's like, "You are so beautiful." And I was like, "Thank you." She's like, you're just gorgeous. I just have to tell you." And I'm like, "So are you." It was so cute. And it just made me so happy because, I feel like I give off that kind vibe to people that makes it hard to hate me. I am hard to hate. You can judge me by looking at me, and when you get to know me, my vibe is authentic. I am kind, I am loving, I am loyal, I am sweet. Until I'm not. Don't play with me. But I treat everybody how I want to be treated. And I think that's huge. Be your freaking self. Don't play a role. Do what makes you happy. And just don't care what other people think. Do whatever. Don't follow the norm. I'm not going to follow it. I'm not going to follow it. I attract who's attracted to me. I don't care if I'm the most popular person in the world. That doesn't bother me. I don't care if, I'm not the busiest business in my niche. All I want to attract is people who have the same vibe. That's one thing I truly have attracted in my business. I always get clients that are so much like me. And when I don't, they fall off quickly. And I'm so thankful for that. I never get offended. If people don't come back and we weren't vibing, we were not meant for each other. Good luck. And you'll find who you attract. I'm not going to force anybody to be in my life. If you don't want to be here, that's okay. I want somebody to be in my life for whatever reason, because they want to, not because they feel obligated or because I put some kind of force in there. Anyway, these are just my thoughts this morning or this afternoon. My husband is on night shift, and he told me to wake him at 12, and it's 12:03. I don't think that he'll be mad. He's pretty tired this morning. But maybe we're gonna go and spend the day. and just do whatever. My grandparents are in town. They're coming in town today. I don't know if they're here yet, but I'm very excited about this. We're gonna go over to my parents, for dinner, and it's gonna be good. Today's a good day. I am alive.